It was a historic verdict that brought Narendra Modi, the man carrying the hopes of millions of Indians for better days, and the BJP, a single-party majority. The first time since 1984.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी.
The party and its allies won 336 seats in the Lok Sabha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was sworn in as the 15th Prime Minister of India, with leaders of India's neighbourhood in attendance. It was a historic initiative and the first of its kind to invite leaders of the SAARC countries and Mauritius to his swearing-in ceremony. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had bilateral meetings with each of the leaders on his very first day in office. The government, through this gesture, gave a clear signal that neighbouring countries were its priority. As a goodwill measure, to mark the swearing-in of Prime Minister Modi, both Sri Lanka and Pakistan ordered the release of Indian fishermen in their custody. Pakistan decided to release 152 Indian fishermen on May 26, the day Narendra Modi took oath as Prime Minister. Following up on the signal that the neighbourhood was a priority, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chose Bhutan as his first foreign visit. Prime Minister Modi visited Bhutan on June 15 and 16, his first foreign destination since he took charge. His focus was on making development cooperation with the landlocked neighbouring country more effective. The visit to Bhutan was most successful and strengthened traditional bonds of friendship and understanding between the two nations. Prime Minister Modi met His Majesty King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk. Prime Minister Tobgay said the credit for Bhutan's development belongs not only to Bhutan but equally to the government and people of India, without whose generous support their task would have been most difficult. In his address to the Bhutanese Parliament, the Prime Minister of the world's largest democracy praised the Himalayan kingdom for its transition to democracy. On the home front, the Prime Minister showed his government's intent on controlling black money. On its first day in office, government set up an SIT under the chairmanship of former Justice M.B. Shah. This was in pursuance of a July 2011 Supreme Court judgment. According to the latest data published by Swiss National Bank, Indian money in various Swiss banks was about 14,000 crore rupees, including money held directly by Indian clients and those through fiduciaries or wealth managers. The Prime Minister adopted the principle of minimum government, maximum governance. He began with a commitment to bring a change in the work culture and style of governance by rationalising ministries for better performance. Each cabinet minister would head a cluster of related ministries to focus on convergence of ministries working in complementary sectors. The guiding philosophy is to cut the top layers while expanding the government at levels where it interacted with people. As part of a 10-point agenda, the government set about to build confidence in the bureaucracy, welcome innovative ideas, interact with public through social media to improve efficiency and responsiveness. In keeping with the policy of building confidence in the bureaucracy, Prime Minister Narendra Modi independently interacted with secretaries of all departments, taking stock of the big picture and resolving issues on a real-time basis. He started his interactions by meeting all secretaries on June 4 and has since been meeting them independently, discussing their plans, financial outlays and best possible options with them. The meetings are designed to welcome innovative ideas and rejuvenate policy debate and decision-making. Top Finance Ministry and Planning Commission officials were part of every such meeting to help all departments be on the same page.
The government is seen to be proactive. It is responding to it is on the social media, it is responding to public grievances, and there have been initiatives which need to be lauded.
The emphasis is on work culture. Government departments received a note from the Cabinet Secretary listing 11 directions to ensure an improved work culture and work environment, including hygiene and cleanliness of the workplace. The note was sent to the secretaries on June 5th. The signal is that the Modi government is all set to get offices working with utmost efficiency. A few points on the note were cleanliness drive of offices, notification of action taken, analyze goal setting and teamwork. Dismantling the legacy of UPA rule, Prime Minister Modi had on May 31 abolished all the 30 empowered groups of ministers, EGOMs and groups of ministers, GOM, and told the ministries and departments concerned to take decisions on pending issues. He said the Prime Minister's office would assist ministries in tackling complex issues. Agriculture Ministry presented a drought contingency plan for 500 districts to Prime Minister Modi, as the country received just about half the rainfall it normally receives thus far. Innovative ideas like lab to land approach which effectively communicates experts' advice to farmers were discussed. The government imposed export restrictions on certain farm commodities and ordered a crackdown on hoarding to control rising food prices. A jump in prices of potatoes and onions in May drove inflation to 6.01% from 5.20% in April, contributing to a sell-off in financial markets. The NDA government was elected amidst widespread anger over rising prices and has made tackling inflation a top priority. Government also imposed a minimum export price on onions of $300 per ton to discourage overseas shipments. The centre also decided to provide up to 4,400 crore rupees interest-free loans to sugar mills to clear cane arrears that have amounted to 11,000 crore rupees, bulk of which are in Uttar Pradesh. After a wait of 8 long years, the Gujarat government got clearance to raise the height of the Sardar Sarovar Dam from 121.92 metres to 138.68 metres. The Narmada Control Authority in 2006 had allowed the dam height to be raised up to 121.92 metres. At the full reservoir level of 138.68 metres, there would be assured water for irrigation to an additional area of 6.8 lakh hectares, an additional 40% power generation and enhanced water supply. Raising of the Narmada Dam height to 138.68 metres will take at least 36 to 40 months once started. The Narendra Modi government brought with it great hopes, reflected in a sense of optimism felt across various sectors. Foreign investors are expecting Prime Minister Modi to quickly shore up the economy that has been sputtering for some time. Analysts predict a considerable uptick in investor sentiment and a surge in foreign investment in India, partly because of the acceleration of growth and the ease of doing business in Gujarat, where he was Chief Minister for 12 years. But what is driving much of the optimism is the BJP's ability to pass legislation in the Lok Sabha without the need for coalition partners who would have blocked policy changes.
Policy choices have to be made which enable India to bounce back. And I think what you're going to see in the next few months are a series of decisions that this government will unveil, which will focus on getting India back on track.
The stock markets added over 3.2 lakh crore rupees to investors' wealth in the 30 days since Narendra Modi took office. BSE Sensex hit fresh lifetime highs every day and rose to above 25,300 levels. Scorching summer heat had no bearing on tourism. Rather, the tourism sector got a boost after the NDA government took charge. The latest data showed 4.21 lakh foreign visitors. Tourism tops Prime Minister Modi's agenda as he wants the sector to be a significant driver of growth for India. It is one of the 5 T's: talent, tradition, tourism, trade and technology that the government wants to focus on. Bureau Report, DD News.